peoples I do not know. Today I'm just gonna get out of this jail.
A young mother in Terrace, British Columbia, was woken up early one August morning to these shocking sounds filling the sky outside her house.
You can't catch me.
It sounds like the world is just like breaking apart. It just sounds like something is going on that isn't right.
The sounds are terrifying. It sounds like the sounds that you hear in a scary movie. It reminded me of War of the Worlds when those creatures came.
The noises continued to ring out for several minutes, and residents all over Terrace reported hearing the same deafening sound. But no concrete explanation for this bizarre phenomenon could be found. Even when they were caught again in the same town by Kimberly, almost 2 years later.
Now, if this happened in a very populated city,
I'm hungry.
I feel like people wait for it when it happens in a more suburban area. This causes people to stop and pay attention and say, what's going on?
It's a magical Lego flying through the
People
sky.
started to notice similarities in the sounds from Canada to the ones in this video. Heard in the UK by Bristol resident Stephen Burden in 2016.
See, I bet you've never seen a mixed person with long hair before, have?
Outside that for a bit.
I'm the first.
Open the window, show you some.
Listen, can I please have some food? Dang. It's
I can
crazy.
imagine how I would deal with this.
Yeah,
The ominous feeling that you get watching the video, I can only imagine how amplified that would be in real life.
Hi, I'm Stephen Burden. I filmed the strange noise. I was intrigued and also a little bit alarmed because I've never heard anything like it before. There was a part of me, a split second, I kind of thought, is this the end?
It's been happening every kind of 10 minutes, half an hour. There isn't.
Everyone be saying key for money, but you could just skip that part where it's an all about
About these noises. You never thought you'd hear it in Bristol.
There was a few videos on YouTube I seem to remember watching with kind of strange noises in the sky. I thought, oh, maybe I captured one as well. I spoke to my wife, I spoke to friends of mine, and they've never heard it before. I've not heard it since. So, very, very strange. Very strange.
Residents of Glens Falls, New York were equally freaked out by such sounds as far back as 2011, as evidenced by this video posted by a local man.
Sounds like the atmosphere is being ripped apart by a jet,
Hello.
but there's no jets. Randy is right there, my neighbor.
Fazebu666 collected $3,000.
Well, you know,
Do y'all know this is the devil?
With this video, but there are dozens of videos of these sounds from all over the world.
Videos have been posted from as far away as Singapore in 2016. And the Philippines in 2015.
Nobody can actually figure out where these sounds are coming from.
That hasn't stopped people on the internet from speculating as to their origin.
Some people suggest that it may be the government doing weather experiments, bouncing different waves of energy on different levels of the atmosphere. Other people claim that it's coming from the ground, that there's some activity underground that's causing this sound.
You hear a lot of conspiracy theories, and you hear a lot of things about the end of the world and the second coming and all that kind of thing.
Is the apocalypse coming? Is this the final warning? Is someone going to descend from the heavens and end up eradicating the entire human race? You just don't know when you hear sounds like this. But it is definitely something I don't want to hear when I open up my window.
Coming up, a Sasquatch in the snow.
There's this little black dot walking in the middle of nowhere.
Imagine you and a friend are hiking in the windswept hills of British Columbia, enjoying the scenic views and the fresh mountain air, when suddenly, out of the corner of your eye, you see something in the distant snow that sends a shiver up your spine. That has nothing to do with the frigid temperature.
We're on top of Tri-Queen Peak, and pretty sure there's a Sasquatch down there.
A 2-hour drive due north from Vancouver, Tri-Queen Peak is an
I'm
unsurprising
tripping,
location
Sam.
for any potential Sasquatch sighting, given the legendary and elusive cryptid's longtime association with the Pacific Northwest.
For the most part, many of the Bigfoot legends or Sasquatch or ape-man legends, a lot of them are in colder regions where there's a lot of snow.
Even still, most winter adventurers don't expect to just run into a possible Sasquatch, not to mention film it.
My name's Miles, and I'm the one that shot the video. I go hiking and backpacking quite regularly, and my buddy and I had made our way to the summit, and we sat down at lunch, and then as we were eating, I just noticed a bipedal person or whatever it was walking in the snow below us. There's this little black dot walking in the middle of the snow, in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it was clearly not an animal. I've seen countless bears in the wild, and it was definitely not a bear. It was just an all-black figure with no backpack, no snowshoes, no gear that was detectable by eye. So, I mean, it's rather odd that people would go in the bush with nothing, especially where we were, given the time of year. You know, there's crevasses if you're walking on glaciers like that, and there was no rope, there was no ice axe. So, if it was a person, they were incredibly ill-prepared.
The color seems uniform. It seems to be a brownish, blackish color. I just don't see a hiker being in that situation wearing clothing of that color, and it makes me think maybe we're seeing a Sasquatch.
Despite the distance, the creature's monumental size was obvious to both Miles and his hiking partner.
That is pretty big.
The commonly known characteristics of Bigfoot or Sasquatch are large, 7 feet tall or larger, hairy, slumped over, large forehead, something that would seem
I don't think
simian,
you don't.
but maybe human-like.
Give an idea where we are. Middle of nowhere.
There's no campsite around, there's no houses around. I don't know, it seems to me plausible that this is indeed a really cool Sasquatch.
If that's a human, why would you walk
Yeah,
up
good enough.
that bridge?
Yeah.
For that snow line, why would you not just go straight down? It wasn't until we started to think about the direction that this person or thing was going and the speed that it was covering of the ground that we started to question if it was just a person, because it certainly was covering ground faster than we were.
The thing that really caught me off guard was the speed at which the creature seemed to move through that deep snow. It's really tough going, but this creature seemed to have a problem.
Anyway, he's hiking through snow.
You know something I hadn't got to like, when it's always the girls with makeup and
Now, they're hikers. They know he shouldn't
this
be
girl
moving
has
that
makeup and
fast.
short skirts.
But maybe Bigfoot that is used to the
But always the
terrain, that
boys,
is
like,
designed for such areas, would move faster.
And where the hell is he going? There's nowhere to go that way.
they can actually be really sweet.
They do live in very
So, yeah,
isolated,
that's
remote,
I don't know if
desolate
you've heard that.
locations, and that's largely to their advantage, and perhaps why we've never been able to capture one.
Initially, it was a bit of a joke, suggesting, saw Sasquatch, right? And then, as we started to film, I think the road the thing was going, the direction it was taking, the speed it was covering ground, it just started to seem more and more odd. And this guy's just scampering up snow. It's no big deal. Yeah, that's bizarre.
For his part, Miles remains skeptical that what he saw that day was unequivocally an actual Sasquatch.
I've never said it couldn't be a human. I've just claimed
think that it is what it is. I've never claimed it to be anything other than it's not, and I let people make their own assumptions. I would just suggest that it's not a bear, and it's not an observation that I have seen with other humans in that landscape with no gear, no backpacks, no other equipment.
Still, the question remains.
Had I seen a backpack on this thing, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Those guys just scampering up snow lanes. It's no big deal. Oh, that's bizarre.
Free news.
Coming
That's
up,
the latest thing in the chat.
multiplying UFOs over Massachusetts.
Yes.
Where are they
I haven't
tonight?
started stealing some stuff. DJ Gamer 230 found an
Unidentified flying
interesting
objects aren't
picture.
something you come
I'm trying to
across
see
every
what
day.
my dollars.
This guy was impressively calm
Why
when he
am I
looked
not
up to find a
using
mysteriously
dollars?
bright light in the sky in 2015.
There's the UFO.
He wasn't the only one who spotted a glowing orb hovering over western Massachusetts. This one was out and about in broad daylight.
I'll keep playing if y'all wanna help me with this. If you wanna help me and steal stuff from
The New
me,
England area is
I'll
no
stay in the
stranger to
game.
this kind of activity. In fact,
Even
the
though-
first recorded
even though
UFO
I'm
sighting in the United
not
States
saying
occurred in
anything.
Massachusetts in
If you
1639
do
near
see
Boston,
this, like,
when three boatmen saw a glowing light darting back and
I'll
forth
stay
through
in
the
the
sky
game
for
if you
several
wanna help me
hours.
steal this museum stuff.
One town
And if you
even
want me
had
to
a
come
monument
help you,
dedicated
that
to a UFO
if
sighting
you
in
actually join the
1969,
and you want me to come
people
help
all
you,
reported
then I
seeing the same
will. I'll come back.
unexplained lights.
So bye.